Click the link in the description for your free AMSOIL catalog. It's time for a quick shout out to some of our friends. B&B Auto Sales, your muscle car connection in Brookings, South Dakota. Above the Notch Car Club, a car club for auto enthusiasts in northern New Hampshire. The New Hampshire Muscle Car Club, the largest muscle car club in all of New England. MGM Classic Cars in Addison, Illinois. Visit mgmclassiccars.com today. Beach Hill Automotive in Bethlehem, New Hampshire, specializing in the repair, service, and towing of muscle cars and classic cars. Absolute Auto Body and Collision Repair in St. Johnsbury, Vermont. And lastly, I am your independent AMSOIL dealer. Click the link in the description for your free AMSOIL catalog. And last but not least, if you decide to advertise with the Muscle Car Podcast, this could be part of your advertising message. Well, good evening and welcome to the podcast. I'm really glad you're here tonight. I have a robust lineup of muscle car entertainment on tap for you tonight. But before we get into all of that, I want to make sure that everything is working properly. So if you can see my face and hear my voice, I'm going to ask you to make a comment. Let me know where you're viewing this from, and let me know whether you are a first-time viewer or a regular viewer. Now, to our first-time viewers who are here tonight for the first time, thank you so much for dropping by. I hope you have a good time with us and that you decide to come and join us here live every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We would love to have you here each and every week. And of course, to our regular viewers, you are the ones who make this possible. You show up here week after week after week, and you guys are the ones that make this possible. We thank you so very, very much for that. Now, let's take a quick comment here, and then we'll get right into the podcast. We've got Stacy and Art Fosler, regular viewers from Platkill, New York. They say everything sounds good and looks good. That is great to hear. Let's bring on our guests here. We're going to turn on their microphones. Now we've got Rob Hilditch, and we've also got Chris at Firebird Nation. Now we can hear Chris, but we can't see him, and Chris is going to tell us why that is.
We are currently en route with our current trip. Loaded over in Mississippi en route to Oklahoma for a 6 a.m. delivery. So driving at the moment, so I can't turn the lights on inside but you know what? It's a lot safer that way for the viewers because I ain't nothing pretty to look at.
It's all good. So yeah, he's a long haul trucker and he is on the road. He's on the road and on the clock as we speak. And then of course our good friend Rob Hilditch. How you doing tonight, Rob?
I'm doing good. Yourself, Mike?
Good. It's great to see you. Cool deal. Well, good. Let's take a look. Let's get right into it here. We also have we might have our good friend Derick Rabida stopping by a little later in the podcast. If you were on a couple of weeks ago, you saw him on here. He is a fellow YouTuber, and he likes to go to. He's a kindred spirit in that he likes to go to car shows and cruise nights and take footage, just like we do. So of course we became instant friends. Now he's got some footage. This is part 2 of the footage we looked at a couple of weeks ago. He was at the Bentley's cruise night in Arundel, Maine, a few weeks back, and he got some footage. So let's take a look at part 2 of that. Just take a minute to cue it up here. And
it's a 1970 Oldsmobile Cutlass convertible. This car is a big throwback to the 70s for sure with this, just the interior, but it is a really fun car. Again, another drop top, so you drop the top and go cruise around, and it is nothing but fun. Super iconic rear end on this car too. And right over here we have a Dodge Dart. So this is cool. This is the older body style Ford Lightning. This is the F-150. It was a cool truck at the time. They were just Ford's performance pickup at the time. You have your cool front street balance. I mean, these are, I'm pretty sure, the factory wheels. It has a 5.8 Windsor. I mean, these trucks just got up in wind. But it's the special edition Ford Lightning. And then after this truck, they came out with the second generation SVT that came out supercharged. So this is pretty cool. This is a 1963 C10. And I just wanted to show off. I love all like the matte colors. It's like a matte, turquoise. Got your matte black wheels with the blue center line through them. It's a really nice truck. Oh, I love that the bench seat with the cup holders integrated into it. Wow, this is a beautiful truck. All wood bed. Very clean. It's got a great stance too. Another pretty cool ride over here. It's a 1954 GMC panel van on some sort of, again, probably a Chevy K-frame of some sort. One of the old square bodies. I'm gonna walk over to the back here. This is one of the extended panel vans as well. Just a cool car to see someone put some real time into. And even cool that it's been put on a 4x4 chassis. So this is cool. Somebody brought out a Ford Pantera. Obviously you have your pop-up headlights, which is pretty cool for, especially Ford in the 70s. Full black leather interior. And one of my favorite things is the way this engine is stuffed in the rear here. It's just so cool looking, having your big American V8 just sitting right in the back of your car like that. I don't know, this car always jumps out at me. Super cool ride. Right over here is a Oldsmobile 442. This is cool to see the old DeSoto. This grill is actually used on a lot of different custom cars. This truck right here is another pretty cool work of art. So this is a 1947 Ford pickup, and as you can see already, no engine in the front. So you already know you're in for a treat. Full rat rod kind of pickup, and right here it's a like 70s Cadillac Fleetwood engine, I'm pretty sure. I mean, this thing is just wild. So it's rear engine. It's just so cool. And the way it's set up is in the Cadillacs at the time, they were front wheel drive. So being back here, it's now rear wheel drive with like a front wheel drive setup. It's just cool. You got the grill off it. The old Cadillac hood is the bed cover for this truck. I mean, you have distributors with a red light for your tail light. I mean, this thing is just wild. You have the other half of the hood as your running boards. There's just so much awesome work that went into this build. Always thankful to see it here. Right here is a 1964 Cheetah. This was supposed to be the Cobra Killer. That's the nickname for it. This is a 1 of 16 car. This car has a full fiberglass body, and I mean, check out this interior. Another cool fact about this car is the engine is directly bolted right to the differential. No drive shaft. This car is just all go. I mean, just check out this setup. This was made to compete with the Ford GT40, and it's powered by a 327 making 420 horsepower. So this car only weighs 1,510 pounds. And actually what killed it before it even really got to go on the road is they were requiring that they made 1,000 units instead of the typical 100. And that pretty much just killed off the car. And unfortunately, there was a fire in one. This is the 16th and last one produced by Bill Thomas. So this is pretty cool. We have a turquoise 57 Chevy Bel Air. This is definitely a staple of like Americana, essentially the 50s Americana. This car is beautiful though. And you can always tell a 57 if you are unfamiliar by these big fins. Wow, this is a gorgeous car. I love the blue and white interior. A lot of work put into that. This is the rear end of the car. And actually cool enough, right here is a 57 Ford Fairlane 300 next to it. So this is what Ford, this are some of the cars that Ford was producing while Chevy was making cars like the 57 Bel Air. It's just a cool comparison. But I love this car. It's just got such a unique style. And especially in the back here, I think a lot of the Fairlanes and Galaxies used these circle taillights in the back, which are really distinct for the Fords. So this is cool right over here is a 1956 Chevy Nomad. You have the color matched block, full shaved engine bay. I love the headers as well. This is a nice color combo. Wow, that is crazy. Full military truck with a rat rod in the back. We'll go check that out in a bit. But really quick to finish this off, I mean, this looks like it has like almost a modern interior, just all custom done inside this Nomad.
Turn that on. Microphone is back on. Sorry, folks. Thank you so much to Derick for that amazing footage. See anything you like in there, Rob?
Oh, I had a 57 Bel Air. First car I ever bought. For $25 I bought it. I wish I still had it.
$25. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Cool
there were
deal.
some good looking cars there.
Oh, for sure.
That guy put a lot of work in that pickup truck to put the engine in the back. Oh.
Yeah, that was amazing with the rear facing grill, the Cadillac grill and the Cadillac hood. That blew me away.
Yeah.
Do you see anything you like in there, Chris?
Several actually. The rat rod was nice. The mid '60s Chevy. The first pickup I ever had was a '65.
65.
Just like that, but it was a step side, but the bed was shot, so we ended up having to strip the bed off it. It was one of the three on the tree.
Three on the tree.
Pickup switched. a lot of people would be, what in the world is that? Well, basically, it was a stick shift. It was a column-mounted stick shift. For those that aren't
Sure.
know, it was an adventure to learn how to drive that thing.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Now, I also have to give a shout out, several shout outs. Number one, of course, Derick Rabida, who made this footage. He's got the Japanese Mini Truck YouTube channel. There's a link to it in the description. If you enjoyed what you saw there, he has a whole host of car show and cruise night videos on his channel. So be sure and check it out, subscribe to his channel, and patronize it. He does an excellent job. And as you can see, he's really, really good at talking up these vehicles at these shows. He's a very talented guy. Also, a shout out to our mutual friend, and this is how we met. Some good friends of mine, Paul Lamontagne and Elaine Leriviere. They are regulars at this Bentley's cruise night, and they put me in touch with Derick, and the rest, as they say, is history. But I've always been curious about that Bentley's cruise night, and finally was able to make some connections to get some footage of that. So we really appreciate that. So we're now on item number 2, some announcements, and announcements tonight, of course, are just going to be AMSOIL. But let me pop up the AMSOIL graphic, and we'll give Rob a chance to talk it up, and we've got some more things to tell you about AMSOIL on the other side.
Mike and I are both AMSOIL dealers, and anybody that wants to save money and become a preferred customer, you get the best possible discount by being a preferred customer. And as a preferred customer, you save 25% on all the products you order. You order $100 worth, they ship it right to your house free. Normally, if you order $100 worth, they give you $5 towards coupons. You can use it for your renewal, buy t-shirts, or towards your next order. But for till the 18th of October, they're going to double that. They're going to give you $10. So anybody orders $100 worth of product, you're going to get an extra $10 back from AMSOIL. And by being a preferred customer, that's the best possible discount you can get.
For sure, that's
free
amazing
shipping,
value.
anything over 100. When your birthday comes due, they give you an extra $5. And you can actually use it to renew your membership at the end of the 1 year term.
Yeah, it's an incredible value. And also, while we're talking about AMSOIL, it has to be mentioned that as you're viewing this, all 3 of the people here, even though Chris is sitting in the dark driving, you're looking at the podcast team here. Chris is signed up under me. I'm signed up under Rob. And I'm going to put Chris's dealer information here on the screen. So if you order through Chris using Chris's dealer number, all 3 of us benefit. So if you're enjoying this podcast, it's a wonderful way to support the podcast and the 3 of us. I know that the commissions that I make go directly toward offsetting the cost of doing this podcast. So if you enjoy this, that's where your money's going, and we very, very much appreciate that. Any other thoughts, Chris or Rob, about AMSOIL while we're on the AMSOIL topic?
And plus, we're here to give you the best possible discount available. And if you want to know anything about any product or what product your vehicle needs, just drop us a line. AMSOIL has a great website for us to look things up to tell you exactly what oil you need.
For sure. And I'm going to pop Chris's number on the screen. You see his dealer number there at the bottom. Any comments, Chris, about all of this?
Just exciting program, exciting team. A huge shout out and thank you to both of you, which kind of fits in the announcements thing. Last time I was home, I got mailing from AMSOIL, and it was a little congratulations certificate and a little free gift for reaching my official 2 customer certification status.
Wonderful. So you're well on your way then.
It's starting that and then I've talked to a few people. I got some trucking oriented product in the truck with me that I've given out a couple of samples to people with one of my cards, and I haven't looked to see who's ordered, but it was kind of a surprise to get home and see that I'd reached, got my customer certification. So that's another step out of the way on the, the plateau and the stairs to climbing up and being real successful with the program.
That's great. And I would think that being a long haul trucker, that creates a unique opportunity for you to chat AMSOIL up with fellow truckers as you're at truck stops and places like that.
It does. I'm going to look into trying to see if I can get some sort of a sign or something that I could actually put on the side of the truck with my information, contact information to, kind of a, rolling billboard, so to speak, because, the amount of miles we're probably anywhere from, on a low side, 9,000, anywhere from 9 to 15,000 miles a month that we cover over the course of doing the job. So just going down the road, people see it, and when you stop and park, they'd see it. I just think it'd be a quick and easy way to promote the business.
Yeah, for sure. That creates a really unique opportunity for you. And that's the cool thing too about Amsoil is it is a business opportunity. So if you're someone like Chris, where you're on the road a lot, meeting other people, or if you're like Rob and I and Chris, and you enjoy going to car shows, boat shows, snowmobile shows, any kind of events where there's a motor involved, it's a great way to turn that into an income opportunity. Now, Rob has been doing this for over 40 years, and he is a black belt when it comes to selling Amsoil at these kind of events. So if you sign up under Chris, Rob and I are both available to you to coach you on how to do that. Rob can coach you on how he makes money with Amsoil at these events. I do a lot with social media. I can coach you with that. So if you sign up under Chris, you've got a lot going for you. You have this whole team behind you to support you. And I'm going to pop Chris's number here, his dealer number on here one more time. So if you're interested in all of this, by all means, consider it. And if you do it, sign up under Chris, and you're supporting all three of us and the podcast in doing so. So we thank you in advance for that. So let's move on here to item number 3. We've got a 1963 Chevy Biscayne, and this car is for sale by our friend Derick at B&B Auto Sales. Just takes me a moment here to cue this up, and let's take a look.
Hi, this is Derick from B&B Autos. Today I'm going to show you our 63 Bel Air. I'd say a lot of cool patina with this, with the setup of the big motor, and just leave it the way it is. And got an older repaint and some clear coat coming off of the red there. Bumpers and most chrome's in pretty good shape up front. Middle piece a little bent, that's pretty common. Got American Racing wheels on it. A little bit of bubbling down there in the front of this door and on the rear of the door. Like I said, just some cool sleeper, leave it the way it is type car. Seats have been done at one time, probably an older restoration in the headliner. You can see it's got a tear where somebody ripped it there. Does have the sun visors, as you see in the pictures, in the back. So, but you can see this pretty cool digital dash in it. Got a TCI shifter, CD player. They got the gas gauge down there on the bottom. Original carpet, kind of faded a little bit. Said door panel's been done. Quite a stereo system. Got an amp in the back. And like I said, got a little bit of rust patina too here and there. So like I said, just a great sleeper car. That's what you do with this. Solid for the most part, but does have some body issues that if you want to take it to the next level and take it to a top of the line Biscayne, it can be done. So just got to redo some body. All the hard parts kind of done. So we're gonna start up our Biscayne here. Let's take a listen. There's a stereo system. Good tunes. There you can see your gauges. I don't know where the blink. Oh, out there you can see the blinker indicator. It's probably hard to see on the video, but yeah, they work. There's your wipers, they work. Can't quite tell on the fan because it sounds like I think it's working. The exhaust kind of loud, so. Horn does not work and dome light does not work. Most important on this thing, let's take a listen to the motor. Listen to that sweet thing. Edelbrock high rise, big Holly on it. Ignition system, aluminum radiator. Pretty cool. Got some nice sounding dual exhaust. Driving our 63 Biscayne. speedometer is obviously off. I'm not going 75 miles an hour, so I would guess somewhere around 60. So, but we'll show you the brakes up here and the shifts when we turn around here. But it really steers nice, no major pull or anything. So if you're looking for just an old school sleeper car, the paint's kind of marginal on this car, so it's just everybody's kind of think you ain't got anything until you get on it, then they'll hear about it. So pretty cool that way. Nice patina. Any questions? Give me a call, 605-695-7391.
So yeah, we are back, and thank you so much to Derick at B&B Auto Sales for that cool footage. What did you think of that, guys?
I was waiting to show us the brakes, and when he turned around, I wanted to see him do a burnout.
Yes.
Beautiful ride. Unfortunately, my service did that nice state line jump. So, did he have to say what engine was in that?
I'm sure he did, but I don't remember. It looked like an aftermarket, like a crate engine or something. Did you catch that, Rob, by any chance?
No, I didn't catch it, but it's got a rock intake and carbs on it.
Yes.
Every time I see an old car from the 6 like that, I mean, the first thought comes to my mind is that old Beach Boys song.
Yes.
Yes, it makes you wonder, is there a 409 under the hood or not?
Yes, she's mine 409 or something.
Uh-huh.
Help Me Rhonda, and yeah, all of those Beach Boys songs. No doubt. Cars and girls and surfing, and yeah, that was
Giving your age away now, Mike.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. Those were the days, though.
Yeah.
Well, cool. So let's see here. We're on item number 4, and ironically, Rob just a few minutes ago was talking about a 57 Chevy, and we've got a new friend, John Lamorello from Low Motion Auto, who has sent us some footage. Actually, he sent me some footage and some images, so I edited that all together into a little presentation. And as soon as I get it queued up here, we're going to take a look. This video was created by Mike at the Muscle Car Show and Tell podcast. Join the podcast every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time at the WKS Muscle Car Show and Tell podcast Facebook page. Well, there you go. Cool. Did that bring back some memories for you, Rob, that 57 Chevy?
Yes. I never understood why they put the rear tire on the back. That was just something to hit when you're going through the field.
Yeah, for sure.
Those cars make me cry.
Yeah, a lot of memories, huh?
Well, when I was a kid, I mean, most of us, you as a kid, you had some kind of a job, or parents made you go get a little job to grow character, build character.
Sure.
Well, my whole summer, by the time I hit high school, I got 1 week of summer off. That was the first week out of school. After that, we started where I doing cleanup for the school for next school year, up to about 4 days before school come back in. But the one summer when I was 15, I had an opportunity that I could have bought one of those 57s. It needed a drivetrain, and it needed the chrome put back on it for $500.
Wow. Talk about missed opportunities, huh?
Young dumb kid. If I knew what they'd be
Yeah.
worth now,
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
but and I don't think it would have been a hard sale to Dad. So,
That could have been a good project.
yeah,
But we might be.
and we had the perfect donor. They had an old. It was a rust bucket at that point.
You had another car with an engine in it?
You know, we could have pulled the 350 and the automatic and whatever we needed and put it into the other car just to make a driver out of it.
Nice. Nice.
But
Well, let's see. We've got some comments
easy
coming
come,
in.
easy go.
Yes, that's true. Oh, here we go. This is Chris commenting earlier that YouTube is working, so that's good to know for sure. Well, cool. And yeah, we thank you so much. Thank you so much to John Lamorello at Low Motion Auto. There is a link in the description to his website. So if you're curious about that car, or if you'd like to see what else he's got, just click the link and you can browse around and see what your options are over there. And we thank him so much for sending us that footage. So we're on item number 5. Our good friend Jake Dwinnel, who has been on here several times. He works over at Heritage Ford in South Burlington, Vermont. Just in the last week or so, one of his friends and coworkers took delivery of a brand new Mustang GT 5.0, and he created a little video for us. Let's pull that up and take a look. This is what taking delivery of a brand new muscle car is like. Let's take a look.
It's new Mustang delivery day here at Heritage Ford. One of my lucky customers and fellow coworkers, Steve, custom ordered this 5.0 about 6 months ago. This is the process of us unwrapping it and giving you a quick peek at it. These cars come fully wrapped in plastic from the factory, so everything is nice and safe, ensuring that nothing gets scuffed, scratched, or damaged in transport. Here at Heritage, we're all car people ourselves, so we love getting to work with other car people, especially on the higher performance cars like these Mustangs. We do everything from EcoBoost to GT500 and everything in between. Now that's all unwrapped, let's get this thing cleaned and ready for delivery. This was a custom ordered 5-liter Mustang Premium. This was ordered actually by one of my coworkers over here on the Toyota side, and it rolled off the truck about 2 hours ago. He's extremely excited. He put about every option you can on this car. This is the performance pack, which gives you the wider tires. It's got 275 40 19s on the back. On the front, it's got 255 40 19s. Big Brembo brakes on that too. Looking inside, you can see he opted for the comfortable leather seats with heated and cooled. You can get Recaro factory buckets in this. For his automatics, we got this with the 10-speed, which is a great transmission. As you can see, very well optioned out. Full digital dash, which is customizable depending on what mode you put it in. Need some gas here. Heated and cooled seats. I love the features they put on this. Everything's leather wrapped. I love these toggle switches, make you feel like you're in a fighter plane. Big touchscreen there, but not too big, still very manageable. Just very nice. Engine turn dash. There's another shot of that digital dash. And again, depending on what drive mode you put it in, there's normal, Sport Plus, which kind of gives you more of a driver focused track mode, and then there's my favorite, drag strip. This car is designed to be a factory ready drag car, and you can get these with line lock too. Coming up here to the front, under the hood, Ford's iconic 5-liter dual overhead cam Coyote motor. A lot of hot rod guys are taking these and putting them in their hot rods, but it's an amazing engine for this. Here, strut support right there. Really cool car. If you or anyone you know is looking for a Mustang, any other cool Ford product, or anything in general really, let me know here. I work at Heritage Ford in South Burlington, Vermont. I get you Mustangs, Broncos, Super Duties to haul your race car, whatever you need. My direct line is 802-865-8101. Thanks.
Yeah, so cool. Thank you so much to Jake for that awesome footage, and is a little treat for him for is a reward for him for giving us that footage. We've got his banner at the top of the screen. So if you're curious about any sort of Ford products, also he does searches for muscle cars. So if you're curious, give him a call. He'll be glad to help you out. Yeah, what do you guys think? What are your reactions to that car, guys?
I didn't know you could buy a brand new car with a lilac button on it.
Yeah,
Because I always thought they were illegal to have on, but he says you can order it.
yeah, yeah. I wonder how much
Very
extra that is.
expensive payment.
Yeah, I'm sure that racked up a good bill, optioning out that car, specking out that car.
Probably a $60,000 car, if I was guessing.
Yeah,
Plus,
at least, yeah. But sweet ride though. It's a sharp looking ride. Looks like it's well spec'd, and yeah, it looks like that'd be a great car to own and drive and to keep. And I imagine over time it'd probably even appreciate.
yeah. Where else can you buy a car and just push a button and go to the drag strip?
Yeah.
All set up and everything for you.
Yeah, right off the lot. That's amazing. Yeah, for sure. Well, cool. Let's take a look here. We are on item number 6. This is another dealer friend, a new friend of ours, who has sent us some images of a C8 Corvette that he has for sale. These images are from Mark Bell. So I put these images together into a little montage. Let's pull that up here and take a look. Here we have a 2022 Chevy Corvette C8 hardtop convertible. This car was bought new from Athens Chevrolet in Athens, Georgia. It's black on black, as there's nothing sleeker looking than black. This car has no performance modifications, as the owner was looking for more of a grand tourer than a track beast. Sometimes it's okay to just cruise instead of flying by. The subtlety of the dark red brake calipers match up great with the factory black wheels. Putting down the top is as simple as pushing a button, and it lets in just the right amount of sun and wind for a great driving experience. And as we mentioned, the power, unbelievable power right behind your shoulders. Equally unbelievable is the exhaust note. If you haven't driven one of these, it is a must, and this one with a low 3,500 miles can be yours for just $88,000. That includes tinted windows, ceramic coating, and the extended factory warranty. This video was created by Mike at the Muscle Car Show and Tell podcast. Join the podcast every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time at the WKS Muscle Car Show and Tell podcast Facebook page. Cool, yeah. So thank you so much to Mark Bell for those images, and we were able to put that into a little montage that we can all enjoy. Reactions to that, guys?
I wouldn't have a license if I had one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife had one for a summer once, and that's all we could keep it one summer.
I bet. I'm sure they just taunt you to drive faster, don't they?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't realize how fast you're going in them.
I'll bet. And with that new mid-engine layout, I'm sure the handling is amazing. But go ahead, Chris.
Just oof and take my money.
Yes.
It's a far cry from the one I have, and
Sure.
I've yet to drive the one I have. But that was my Christmas gift 2 years ago. It's still sitting on the trailer that it was loaded on.
Yes. In fact, I think you sent us images of that the first time you came on a few months ago.
Yeah, I believe it did. It had 84 Crossfire.
Yes.
Which
Yeah, I do
is
remember seeing that.
very odd to look at when you pop the hood.
Yeah.
Which,
Cool deal.
yeah, like at the beginning heydays of the throttle body injection system, and the fact that they did a dual setup with it on a, I didn't know they did it. I don't know if they did it in anything else other than the vets, but it's
Yeah.
and an all digital dash.
All digital. Nice. Nice. Well, cool. So we are on item number.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. So we are on item number 7. We've got a 1965 Mustang for sale, and this is by our friends over at MGM Classic Cars in Addison, Illinois. Let me pull up that video here, and let's take a look.
What's up, everybody? Earl here, coming to you from MGM Classic Cars in Addison, Illinois. MGMClassicCars.com. Little red Mustang just got here, 1965, powered by a 289 automatic transmission. Power brakes, real nice driver quality car. Older restoration with a few paint flaws, but real nice cruiser. Drives out real well. We're gonna go through this puppy. I should say pony, and let you take a look for yourself. I just got done driving it. Drives out real well, brakes well, handles well. No crazy noises. Over suspension, just tight, fun to drive, good power. That interior, super clean inside. No rips or tears. Horn is in op, as well as the temperature gauge, is what I noticed. It's got dual sport mirrors. Body, solid quarters in the back, original, freshly done 289. All the fluids have been checked. All your hoses and belts are in good shape on this car. We just went through a PDI. That's a pre-delivery inspection. Front chrome is in good shape all the way throughout. Lights are all working. Turn signals are all working. 289 badge, because that's what it is. Front fender lines up the way it should. All your glass in front is good. Wipers are working. All your chrome around there is in good shape. All your glass on the driver's side is good, as well as the rear and passenger side. Nice gap. Little older restoration, like I was saying, little bubbles in the paint down in here. I'll touch this up, this little scratch, I'll get that handled. Door to quarter in good shape. All the way throughout. Little imperfections in the paint, but great driver quality. You get off the car, it looks wonderful. Roof line is good. Original quarters in the back. Trunk is in really good shape. Clean inside here. Just nicely done. Trunk lines up exactly the way it should. It's gapped out properly. Rear chrome bumper, dual exhaust, all in good shape. Bottom valance as well. Passenger rear quarter, good. Lines up well to the door. Couple little bubbles in the paint again on the bottom. If you get off like right there, you can barely see them. Just want you to know what you're getting. Fender to door, just the right gap. Little tiny bubbles going here. It's a much older paint, but it's in good shape and shines great. I mean, here, I'll get off of it. You can see for yourself. Lines up good. It doesn't need to be painted. It's a great driver. Let's fire this baby up so you can listen to it. Nice sound, automatic transmission. Radio turns on, I just can't get any sound to come out of it. Maybe the speakers just need to be hooked up. Your dash is in good shape. Headliner nice and tight. This is how nice it sounds. Original C-code car. Give it a little gas. I'll take some pictures of the underneath so you can see them online at our website, mgmclassiccars.com. Real nice car, great value. A lot of fun, these ponies, a lot of fun. This one just handles really nice. Let me get off of it a little bit so you can see. That could be in your driveway. If you're looking to do some financing with us and you're anywhere from a 640 to a 739, please go to our website, mgmclassiccars.com. Again, that's mgmclassiccars.com. Find the car you're interested, hit apply now, minimum down 10%. And we'll finance up to 84 months if approved. If you're a 740 and above, please go directly to lightstream.com. That's lightstream.com. Sometimes no money down. Again, 84 months. Approvals usually within 24 hours. 84-month term as well. We are over 100 vehicles in stock, ready for immediate delivery. Our website is mgmclassiccars.com. We have all our pricing, video description, as well as pictures online. We ship all over the United States, bonded and insured, open and enclosed. If you have any questions on any of our cars or need quotes on shipping, please text me or call me at 773-600-0919. Again, my name is Earl. That's 773-600-0919. We are located in Addison, Illinois, 20 minutes southwest of O'Hare Airport. We're open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5, Saturday from 10 till 2, by appointment only. By appointment only. Just so you know. Call me, 773-600-0919. I'll get you in. You can spend some time with your car and get you happy. If you like our videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like us on Facebook. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me with this beautiful 1965 Ford Mustang 289. Let me know if I could help you in any way. Have a great day, everybody.
So yeah, thank you so much to MGM Classic Cars. Just another great example of the muscle cars in their inventory. What are you guys thinking about that?
They haven't let you in the garage here yet, Mike?
No, one of these days. I've been messaging with them. I'd like to have them come on for like an extended tour, like a standalone podcast at a different time of day, where they could just walk us through via their cell phone to look at all of their inventory.
They always have really nice vehicles. Wow.
They sure do. They sure do. And that was an amazing example. Yeah. What did you think of that, Chris?
Yeah, that was a real clean example. Early Mustang.
Yeah.
You gotta like red to have that one now.
Yeah. Yeah. And I love when he went around behind it. You really hear the exhaust note when you're near the pipes like that. That was an amazing exhaust note. But well, cool. So, the other thing I wanted to mention, all of the cars for sale that we've been looking at tonight. If you're curious about any of those, there are links in the description to everything we've looked at tonight, as well as to Derick's YouTube channel. It's called the Japanese Mini Truck YouTube channel. And in a moment, we're going to be looking at one more video from him. But before we do, we've got to do some shout outs. Let's do a quick shout out, and we'll be back in about 1 minute. It's time for a quick shout out to some of our friends. B&B Auto Sales, your muscle car connection in Brookings, South Dakota. Above the Notch Car Club, a car club for auto enthusiasts in northern New Hampshire. The New Hampshire Muscle Car Club, the largest muscle car club in all of New England. MGM Classic Cars in Addison, Illinois. Visit mgmclassiccars.com today. Beach Hill Automotive in Bethlehem, New Hampshire, specializing in the repair, service, and towing of muscle cars and classic cars. Absolute Auto Body and Collision Repair in St. Johnsbury, Vermont. And lastly, I am your independent AMSOIL dealer. Click the link in the description for your free AMSOIL catalog. And last but not least, if you decide to advertise with the Muscle Car Podcast, this could be part of your advertising message. Cool. So we are back, and we did lose Chris. I know he's a long-haul trucker, so he's on the move tonight working. So it's possible he just got into a spot where he had a bad signal and we lost him. But I'm sure he'll get back on here in just a moment. But let's continue with the program. We're on item number 8. Earlier in the program, we took a look at some footage from the Bentley's Cruise Night. This is from Derick Rabida at the Japanese Mini Truck YouTube channel. Well, we've got the final of the third installment of those videos. So from the I'm sorry, brain fade from the Bentley's Cruise Night in Arundel, Maine. So let me pull up that footage here, and we'll take a look.
So this right here is the world's fastest lobster boat. So right over here we have a 53 Chevy, and I don't know if this would be considered the Nomad. I'll say wagon for now, I'll call it a Nomad, but I would love to learn a little bit more on that. So if you guys know, let me know. Got a lot of detail in this, and I love the paint. You can see a subtle green flake in the paint by the flames. I mean, this thing is cool. And I love this. On a lot of the other Nomads, they're very flat, and this has a lot of contour, especially with the rear quarters. Oh, and some beautiful pinstripe work done. I mean, look at that. You can see me in the paint. It is so clean. So this truck is perfect. It's a little Model A Ford pickup. And just all the work that's been done to it. It's super clean, very proportional, a perfect chop. You can check out the little stick coming all the way up to almost the roof line. Such a sweet ride. And right over here is our friend Brendan's 1995 Toyota MR2. He just had this whole car fully detailed, ceramic coated, and it is perfect. It's hard to look at in the sun, it's so shiny. This car is right-hand drive, mid-engine, right from the factory. This car is straight imported from Japan, and it is a twin cam turbo car. This thing is so cool. Right over here is our friend John's C10. This is LS swap supercharged. This truck is awesome. And right here is a closer look at John's C10. And right there, 661 foot-pound of torque, 688 horsepower at 10.5 pounds of boost. So right over here is a 1986 Ford Ranger. This thing is a huge throwback to the 90s, early 90s, late 80s, essentially on 35s. Oh, I love those wheels. There's a lot to really love about this little truck. The hood props are kind of cool there. Looks like it is still the stock engine, but I love the graphics. I mean, that's such a throwback. Here's your interior here. Little tachometer on the wheel. Got the, I'll say KC lights, essentially, most of them were.
Sorry, I've got to close the show. Personal emergency. Have a great week.